And hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race for the 5th season. We are getting ready for 20 laps of racing, the biggest field here in this weekend. Seth Cole, along with Dillon Poteet, getting ready to finish off the finale here during the All-Star Race Week.
Yeah, we've had a great weekend, and this race is really going to be pretty interesting. It's been really the talk in this series has been about the two powerhouse teams that pretty much dominated most of the season. It's been RCR and Tweenix Racing. I believe 3 of the 4 Tweenix cars are in, and then all four RCR cars are in this race. So it's going to be really interesting how that's going to go down. The odds of them winning is pretty good, but I hope we have another exciting finish here like we've had in the first 2 races this week.
Yeah, and we talk about those 2 Chevy powerhouse teams. Let's not forget, though, both of the Earnhardt Ganassi Racing cars are in this, as well as 3 of the 4 Hendrick cars. So it's going to be quite a Chevy battle as far as the power here today in this event.
Yeah, I mean, it really looks like Chevy has a really distinctive advantage over these other teams. I mean, almost every one of their cars are in this race, and they've all had success in a lot of different variety of ways and starting the racetracks and just on the racetrack in general, just performing well and running well. So, I mean, it's going to be hard to beat those teams, but again, we've had pretty surprising winners so far this week. We had Scott Commons, a rookie, win the Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race. We had Ralph Mason get an assist from his brother in the mobile one from Wolfgang, and he was in the only Pontiac in that race. So, I mean, we've had 2 surprising winners and stuff. So maybe we can make it 3 for 3 today.
Yeah, Ralph Mason, who won the Mobile Cup Series All-Star Race, he's going to be starting at the back of this pack because he ended up transferring in by winning the Snickers Open. So right now his numbers at M&Ms SuperSpeedway definitely going up in value, no doubt about that. But on the pole for this race is a driver who actually did not start this season in the Germain Racing Ford, number 13. He ended up coming in replacing his brother, Tryphon Reed, Derek Reed, here on the pole for this race. He ended up coming in, I think it was in his either his second or his third Snickers Cup Series return start. He ended up winning at Michigan, his second career Snickers Cup Series victory. So he's obviously got a lot of momentum on his side as he could possibly take the All-Star race today.
Yeah, I mean, that 13 car has ran pretty well as of late, and Derek has definitely done a great job since replacing his brother Tryphon, and wouldn't be surprised to see him up there at the end battling for the win. Should be a good race though for him. He has a good shot at winning today, I believe.
Tim Walsh going to line up alongside of him in the second position. Trent Dunham third, Anthony McCurry fourth. I think the rivalry between Trent Dunham and Tim Walsh has pretty much died down. Those two haven't really gotten into each other at all this season so far. But for those 3 teams, though, you got Michael Waltrip Racing, who's struggling a little bit right now. They got some drivers who are doing well, some who aren't doing so well. So Tim Walsh will be trying to get Michael Waltrip Racing back into domination here in the second half of the season. Trent Dunham made some appearances up inside the top 10 in points, but he's trying to make his 3rd straight Snickers Cup Series chase. And Anthony McCurry, who's really been having a great season, finally the 61 Toyota's program kicking in, as he is a winner this season at Phoenix, and he's up in the top 10 in points. So a lot of these drivers, they got different agendas heading in the second half of the season. Are they thinking about that right now as far as their finish in this race, or are they just throwing that all out the window and going to concentrate on that when we head to Lowe's next week?
Well, I mean, they obviously all want to think about points and everything, where they're going to be toward the end of the season. But, I mean, this is a non-points event. They want to go out there and win this race. I mean, even if it's not a points race, it's still a momentum builder if you can win a race, especially the All-Star race. It's such a prestigious race anyway. I mean, you can ask any driver, they would love to win an All-Star race in any series they're in. It's just another thing to put down their resume. And, I mean, it maybe will help them out more than it will hurt them. So I wouldn't be surprised if any of these drivers, or all these drivers should say, put it all on the line tonight and try to win this race.
All right, we're about ready to get the command to fire the engines. As a matter of fact, it's already been given. The pace car is going to lead them off pit road. They'll complete a couple pace laps. While they do that, we will pick the drivers who we think is going to win, and I know all these drivers are wanting Dillon to pick them because he was right in the Mobile Cup Series All-Star Race. But here's your starting lineup for the 5th annual Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race.
One more time.
So getting ready to go under the green flag. The red Geico Ford going to be leading us to the green. 20-lap event here, getting ready to be put in the books before we find out who is going to be the Season 5 Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race winner. It's time for us to do our duty and make our picks. Dylan, who are you looking at in this field?
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to go with the driver out of the RCR camp that is actually running, I think, second in the points right now. I'm going to go with the 31 of Danny Wells. Just feel like he's been overdue for a victory for a while, and I think he's going to get it.
Okay, so he's going to the Richard Childress camp. I'm going to switch over to the Tweenix Racing camp. I'm going to go with Sean Henley. In non-points events this season, he's 2 for 2. He won the Bud Shootout. He also won his Gatorade Duel, and he comes in as the defending Snickers Cup Series champ with no points on the line. I think this is where you're going to see Henley shine once again and get to the front and win.
Yeah, there's a good possibility for that to happen here today for Henley.
Here we go then. Tryphon Reed, Tim Walsh, Trent Dunham, Anthony McCurry getting ready to put us under the green flag. Turn it again over to Dillon Poteet.
We're going to go racing here. Geico and Napper leading us down to the green flag for one last time this week. They also racing. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. Let's make it a good one. That was
already
long.
Some drivers starting to peek out of line, and already we're falling apart. Tryphon Reed is the leader now. And Tim Walsh did a pretty good job making sure he was going to keep second. He kept that high line going, and he's trying to hold off Richard Johnson there.
Yeah, I think Tim Walsh has definitely won a good run today. Like you said, MWR is struggling so far this season. They haven't had a lot going their way, and Tim Walsh has been one of them. He's had a lot of dismal luck this season, trying to stay up there and try to win this race for Mike Waltrip Racing and try to get him some momentum for next week.
Yeah, we talked about Trent Dunham trying to make his third straight Snickers Cup Series chase for the championship. Same can be said for Tim Walsh. He's 2 for 2 so far in the last 2 seasons of making the chase, and so he'd love to be able to make it be his third chase appearance here in Season 5. And here comes a guy who knows a little bit something about being a champion. Adam Chambers there for the Everham Motorsports Dodge team. There he is on the inside getting help from Sean Galligan.
Yeah, and Chambers definitely, he kind of been looming around trying to win one of these All-Star races this week. He's been, I think, in 2. I don't know if he's been in all 3 of them. I think he's been in 2 of them for sure. But Chambers definitely is trying to get a victory and try to win for this Everham team. That's another team that's been struggling a lot this season. Not a lot been going their way.
Yeah, Adam Chambers was in the Mobile Cup Series All-Star race, just barely missed out on getting in the Oreo Truck Series All-Star races. Here comes some of the drivers that were starting at the back of the pack, ended up getting in by finishing first, second, or the fan vote. One of them there, Jacob Lawler in the 15. He's in the top 10 in points and looking very racy right now.
Yeah, Lawler's definitely doing a good job right now. He did finish second in the Open. He's running really good right now. That's actually ahead of the winner of the Open. He's doing really good right now in that fit.
You take a look there. You got Lawler and
another MWR representative.
Yeah, take a look. You got Lawler and you got McLeod lined up right behind him. Both those drivers, past 2 seasons, they're Daytona 500 winners. Season 4, it was Lawler. Season 5, this season, it was McLeod. So 2 Daytona 500 winners working together there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good track for them to try to get another win at.
Oh, someone's in the wall. Someone's in the wall. I heard scraping. Oh, and it's Rohit Vidarbo and Anthony McCurry.
I saw Anthony McCurry down on the apron. He was falling back right before that happened. I wonder if something happened to that 61 car, but something did. He's done now. It's ironic he wrecked with the car. It looks like his truck, the 27, the exact same paint scheme and everything. Wow.
Wow. Never even thought of that. And for the second straight year, it looks like McCurry may have had a meeting of the minds with that inside pit wall. He ended up having it happen in the Oreo Truck Series All-Star race in Season 4. As the fan vote winner is going to go to the lead. Dillon Poteet's going to go out in front.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about him. He's up there and he's running good right now. He's also like Trent and them trying to make the All-Star, or not the All-Star race, the chase fail for the 3rd season in a row. And doesn't look like he's going to keep the lead though. His teammate's actually having an RCR car. I don't know if that's going to work out.
Oh my goodness, that was close. I don't know who it was that led that. They're saying it was Barney Ward. But wait a minute. They're not slowing. Did they throw a caution? They didn't throw a caution for Rohit Vidarbo and Anthony McCurry's wreck.
How?
I'm not certain. I mean, the 27 shot back up the racetrack. How are they not throwing a yellow?
I guess they're just thinking, oh, the cars are going to clean off the debris by running over and hopefully flatten every tire.
Oh my goodness. We have been seeing some bizarre things going on here this race weekend.
That's pretty interesting how that didn't happen. I mean, we had one car sliding up pit road, being in danger of those pit crew members with all that debris flying, and then one sliding back on the track. I don't know how that didn't come out. That's crazy.
Yeah, and keep in mind, too, that in both our Oreo and Mobile One Cup Series All-Star races, drivers have made pit stops. And so, with that debris on pit road, I mean, there was no front left on Anthony McCurry's machine, so you can't tell me there's no fluid laid down on that pit road area. These drivers, they're going to have to contend with that now.
Yeah, I mean, that is crazy how they're going to have to avoid that debris and stuff on the track and the oil. I mean, that could be a factor later on in the race, but that was a questionable decision on why they did not throw the caution for that wreck. That was a horrible crash, and again, why they're not throwing the caution, we don't know.
No ideas. Here comes Ralph Mason to the inside of your pick, Danny Wells. And Ralph Mason, I'll tell you what, just seems like there's no stopping him right now.
Yeah, Ralph's kind of carrying over what he did in the Mobile One All-Star race. He's running up there trying to win it again, and they're 4 wide for the leader right now. This is looking crazy right here. Austin Ogo's up there in that Dr. Pepper Toyota, too. He's running good.
Yes, he is, right there, and there's Sean Galligan, Jacob Lawler, Tim Walsh. Tell you one thing that I'm noticing right now is the fact that these drivers, they're keeping it, you know, they're pretty aggressive, but they're not really up on each other's bumpers like we've seen in the other All-Star races. I mean, we ended up seeing on the final lap of the Mobile Cup Series race, Wolfgang Mason just shoving the back of his older brother Ralph Mason into turn 3. These drivers giving each other just a little bit more room here.
Yeah, they are, but they're still racing pretty hard. I mean, they're coming off the corner still 4 wide, and they're doing a great job holding it together. Ever since the truck race, we've not really had that many problems over in that corner. We might have had that happen earlier with Anthony McCurry and I can't even think the name right now. Yeah, I just went blank right there. Still trying to wake up.
Oh, another car got the wall. Oh, it's Chambers. Chambers is around. That should bring a caution out.
I think I just jinxed that one.
Danny Wells is involved. Ralph Mason's gotten into it. Sean Henley is in it.
Both our picks got taken out.
Barney Ward has gotten involved. That's 3 Richard Childress cars that have had problems now. Vedarvu, Ward, and Wells.
And yeah, just like that. And then we saw a Tweenix racing car get knocked down, so there's only 1 RCR car left and 2 Tweenix racing cars left. And just like that, the race is up for grabs for anybody almost.
And that could have been the number 1 pick right there, Ralph Mason. There's Chambers' car. And wait a minute. Don't tell me that. Okay, they are. I was going to say, if they don't throw the caution for this.
Yeah, the car's smoking on the track.
My goodness.
Come on.
At the line, it was Michael Norman, the leader, in the McKinley Man Plays Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, that new paint scheme, and he was the leader over Sean Galligan. I believe 3rd place was Chris Dollerton with the pole sitter Derek Reed in 4th rather. Nope, Callum Wales was 4th and Derek Reed was actually 5th, but we gotta first look back at the Anthony McCurry Rohe Vidarvu incident, then we'll take a look and see what happened to actually bring out the caution flag. And I'm pretty sure these guys are gonna be making some pit stops under this run, and boy, you know what? I'm almost dying to want to watch, because look who's running in 2nd place. A guy who pit strategy and pit road has not been kind to.
Sean Galligan, once again, he's been 1st, 2nd, and 2nd now when it comes to this crucial pit stop.
Oh, man.
And he's had problems.
I really want to just stay on this and just see if his pit crew's going to get it together and pick him up spots on pit road this time.
And there they go to pit.
Michael Norman, the leader. Sean Galligan 2nd, Chris Dollerton 3rd, Callum Wales, Derek Reed. That's the top 5 coming down pit road. We're going to see here just exactly who's going to have the advantage coming off of pit road here, as we are now officially midway through this race. Galligan's just now pulled into his pit stall. Let's see what the strategy is going to be here. Would you go for tires on this?
And sorry about that. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fuel-only stop like we saw in the previous race. And I look back there, that was close.
Galligan, man, he got his car just up to the speed limit, and he almost got Michael Norman off pit road.
They were pretty close. People sliced into their pit stalls. I saw like Trent Dunham and Tim Walsh and others right in front and behind Michael Norman, who had to avoid them as well. And Galligan did not have a bad pit stop. He almost actually won off pit road right there, which is probably glad that he didn't have a bad stop for once, but look behind those two, we got a couple of teammates in third and fourth now. That could play a factor on this restart.
Yeah.
James McLeod and Dillon Poteet.
Absolutely. And then you got Callum Wales. He comes out in the top 5. And, oh, my goodness, he bounced off of Sean Callaghan right there. Settle down, guys. We're into the caution.
Right? They're spreading out again. I guess they're trying to have synchronized four-wide racing again under caution.
Yeah, I guess they're just trying to find out from their spotters what position they came out in. But while they settle all this out, we're going to settle everything out as far as what the caution did and did not come out for. So we'll take a look at a replay of the incidents that have taken place so far in the first half of the Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race.
Dun, dun, dun.
And here's a look at what happened. Anthony McCurry, Rohit Vidarvu, almost shades of what we saw happen in the Oreo Truck Series race between Jake Rogers and Seth Cole.
Yeah, I mean, it looks almost exactly like it, just a little bit further down. They're actually going to catch the opening right. Oh, no, they're not. Not exactly. They're going to hit the pit road wall.
I'm not so sure about the 27. I think he's going to get the wall.
I think he's going to bounce off right here. Yep.
Yep, right there.
Anthony's probably laughing because it wasn't him this time. Oh, it hit right in the tire.
Yeah,
on that
it did.
27. That almost reminds me of Mark Martin's Michigan wreck where he got in that pit road wall and it caught like his tire. That's pretty similar to it. Just that this time it was on the end of pit road. But Anthony McCurry definitely has to be happy it wasn't him that time hitting that wall.
Thank heavens for the safety Hans device too, because that 27 just whiplashed around after it hit the pit wall.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was a hard wreck for both the 27 and the 61. Unfortunately for both of them, they're probably done for the day after that wreck. But that was still a pretty hard wreck right there for them.
And there's Anthony McCurry, front end all
Heavy
mangled
smoke.
up there. You can't even see his car through the smoke just pouring out of from underneath the hood of that car.
You got a little peek of that monster car.
Just a tiny peek.
Just a little, not supposed to look at all, not supposed to look at all, now peek.
There we go. But Anthony McCurry, Rohit Vidarvu. But that did not bring out the caution. We now got to look and see what the caution actually did come out for. About 6 cars getting together in turn 2. I think it's the first 2-2 incident we've had here during the All-Star races. Well, we talked about the RCR Tweenix power struggle, and looks like 2 of those cars are going to be the ones to trigger this wreck. Yep,
And Seth, your pick, Sean Henley, is going to catch the left rear quarter panel of the Budweiser Chevrolet of Barney Ward. They're going to go to the apron and shoot straight back up into my pick, Danny Wells, and a couple other drivers.
Whoa, they were driving on their right wheels only for a moment there.
Wow.
That was cool.
Interesting.
Oh, man, Danny Wells getting hit by his own teammate.
Nothing you could do there. Man, they just took a bunch of good cars out of this race. There's a lot of contenders for this win, too, I believe, that just got taken out in this wreck.
I think you're
just
right
one little
there.
mistake. Just one little mistake is all it took to take a bunch of these contenders out.
Adam Chambers there. We talked about him up at the front. There's Danny Wells. Ralph Mason, who is the Mobile Cup Series All-Star Race winner, also won the Snickers Showdown to get into this thing. And then, of course, Barney Ward, who was up front quite a bit, not only in this race, but he was... We pretty much said he was the dominant car in the Mobile Cup Series All-Star Race, even though he didn't close the deal. And there's Sean Henley as well. That's 5 really, really good cars that are going to be taken out of this thing.
A lot of experience between all those drivers and a lot of wins between them as well. And a couple of champions, actually. So, really tough break for these drivers, and they're going to have to sit on the side now and watch the end of this race.
Now, fortunately for them, no points on the line, but certainly... got to be a gut-wrenching feeling for these 5 as they're out of the race. They'll probably join Anthony McCurry and Rohit Vidarvu back in the garage area as we get ready to go back to green. And
Barrel.
what? What?
No.
No. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Michael Norman is the leader. Sean Galligan second. James McLeod third. Dillon Poteet fourth. And Callum Wales in fifth. That's the way they came off pit road. We do have drivers back behind the wall. Ralph Mason, Sean Henley, Danny Wells, Barney Ward, Anthony McCurry, and Rohit Vidarvu. Adam Chambers made repairs to his car, returned to the racetrack, but I don't think he'll be up to speed to be able to contend for the win. But hey, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot going on right here. It's going to be an interesting restart now.
See just exactly how long it's going to take them to get as wild as they were there. As the 13th lap is going to come up here, we're going to have a total of 8 to go.
Yeah, I don't know what's exactly going to happen, but these drivers are going to have to find ways to stay at the front now or be ready to get themselves in position to try to win this race.
Michael Norman currently the leader, and he's going to open up a little bit of distance between himself and Sean Galligan. Dillon Poteet now has moved his way up into the 3rd position. And, oh boy, they're getting together here. They're nose to tail, and here comes Galligan.
Galligan's, I think now that finally he has a good pit stop, he can stay up there and actually strategize, not worry about having to gain positions back. Galligan really is looking to try to win one of these. He's been in all 3 of them this week, and he just wants to win one of them, and this is the one you want to win, the big one, the Snickers Cup All-Star Race.
Sean Galligan, very unusual that we don't see him in his Hartleypool colors, but running the special Ford parts paint scheme here for the All-Star Race. But now he's got a challenge. Actually, he's got a few challenges down low. Oh, looks like he turned into only one challenge. James McLeod going to go to the front.
McLeod's looking to try to bounce back, too. He's had a up and down week. He almost won the Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race, and then in Mobile, he kind of drifted back just a little bit, and he was the fan vote to try to win it. And then today, he's up there again. He had a really good shot today, I believe, to win this in the Snickers Cup All-Star Race.
You know, it's rather interesting. Every time I see McLeod up there, not too far behind, I see the number 15 of Jacob Lawler. As mentioned before, both those drivers are former Daytona 500 winners, and there may be a little bit of mutual respect there. Those two realizing that they can get it done during the big one at a restrictor plate track, and those two may have a little bit of an alliance going on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they know both of them can each race at these kind of racetracks, and they both have won the same big event, the Daytona 500, so they think they're comfortable working with each other, staying near each other, because they know they're not going to do something wrong and hopefully take each other out of this race. So they're going to work together maybe when this race comes to an end.
Derek Reed now going to go back to the front, the pole sitter. And there was a nice veteran move right there by James McLeod, tucked right in behind the 13 after Derek Reed got past him. And now James McLeod going to use the car of Tim Walsh to go by for the lead again. Oh, slower car, slower car.
Uh-oh.
We got the Adam Chambers machine up ahead. Can they split him? Oh.
They're going to try.
Oh, look out. Oh, they're all slicing and dicing. They were 6 wide back there.
Wow. They really were.
And they all got through.
Yeah.
Ogo and Galligan gonna get held up there, but wow.
I'm surprised they didn't wreck right there.
That was pretty doggone impressive. And look who's up front. The Earnhardt Ganassi guys. John Cittadino and his teammate Trent Dunham now up at the front.
It didn't take long for these two guys to get up to the front. These two know how to get around these tracks and run well and win. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these up at the end of this race.
Cole Daly last season ran for the underfunded team of Nemco Motorsports. This season with Roush Fenway Racing, a winner this season at Las Vegas. He's going to lead this lap.
He's representing the U.S. Army today, trying to get a win for them. That'd be a big win for them and the Army. It'd be a popular win, too, probably amongst the fans as well.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing this scheme also run at Lowe's Motor Speedway during the Coke 600. Of course, a lot of these drivers are going to be running special Memorial Day paint schemes as they're going to go 3 wide for the lead again. This time, the extreme low line is going to be held by Dillon Poteet as he's going to try and go 3 wide with Derek Reed and Cole Daly.
Yeah, it looks like Poteet's trying to work his way up to the front. He's trying to work some down on the bottom. He's got a couple of those Fords working with him. I guess he's not going to work with James at the moment, but Dillon has a lot to try to do too. He's trying to prove that why he should be in this race as well. He got the fan vote, but he wants to prove that he can win this race and not need the fan vote at all.
Again, I'm going to probably sound like a broken record, but again, no fan vote winner has won an NNSCRA All-Star race. Poteet, with a chance here today, is now he's going to lose the lead to Tim Walsh.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long shot for these drivers that won the fan vote to do it. We haven't seen it yet, but Dillon's trying to do it. But there is still a shot for it. Tim Walsh right now is trying to make sure that doesn't happen.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say that possibly the winner of this race is going to be a blue car. I mean, there are about 6 blue cars up here right now.
Yeah, I mean, popular color today is blue, and they're all running good right now. Most of them are up there at the front. And, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either if it happened.
When we come down, it'll be 2 laps to go. Tim Walsh, the leader, battle for second between Emilio Navarrete and Trent Dunham. If we saw Tim and Trent going for the win, that would be absolutely incredible, thinking back to prior history in the NSCRA.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, that's going to be incredible. But, again, they're going to have to get around that 56 of Tim Walsh to do anything about that.
Here comes Navarrete. He's gotten around. He will take the lead. Dunham now going to be looking to the inside for the top spot. Can he get the run? No drafting help. Navarrete's going to hold on for now. Battle for second between Trent Dunham and Tim Walsh. Emilio Navarrete trying to pick up what would actually be the first win of the season, be it non-points or not, for Hendrick Motorsports. But here comes Trent Dunham down to the bottom as they're coming down to the white flag.
Yeah, Trent has a huge head of steam right now. He's trying to get around Emilio Navarrete right now.
He led that lap. He led that lap.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, Lawler going to go down to the blow side. He's going to go for the lead. But here comes Michael Norman. Here comes John Cittadino, two-time winner, the rookie sensation of domination.
They're all coming up here to the front. Norman was up there leading on the restart, and he's back up here again. We haven't even talked about him on this run.
Here he comes. He's going to try and keep ahead of John Cittadino here. Going to get the drafting help. Looks like he's going to. Michael Norman. He's going to go to the front. Here comes Cole Daly. But Norman's going to lead him out of turn 4. Norman may have it as they're 3 wide for second. Out of turn 4 for the final time down to the stripe. Michael Norman is going to win the Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race.
Wow, he came out of nowhere too. Another surprise victory, and Hendrick's on the board now for a victory.
Wow. Michael Norman, who last season had a total of 5 career NNSCRA victories. 2 in trucks, 2 in, or I'm sorry, not 2 in trucks, I'm sorry. It was actually 2 in trucks, 1 in mobile, and 2 in Snickers. This season was looking for his first win. It's not a points win, but it's still a win nonetheless for the 88 team.
Yep, and he's got that golden ticket now to be in there for next season's All-Star race and try to defend his crown. That's a big win for Michael Norman, that 88 team.
Absolutely. Michael Norman, and this was actually the furthest finish as far as closeness that we've had here in the 3 events. Michael Norman just kind of dominated him out of turn 4.
Yeah, it looked like it spaced out a little bit, and Michael didn't get that run. He held on. He was pretty happy they were running 3 wide per second behind him. That allowed him to stay in front and pick up the victory, and a huge win for that 88 team.
Wow. Michael Norman finally puts Hendrick Motorsports on the board for Season 5. He's going to win this thing. Lawler's going to get second. Cole Daly third. Derek Reed, nice run for him. Started first, finished 4th today. And Callum Wales going to complete the top 5.
Yeah, this is an interesting top 5, and yeah, like I said, Trayvon Reed did a great job, single car operation, that 13 team, low budget team too, and able to stay up there, and Callum Wells as well, being by himself and not having his teammates in the race. It's a big day for him as well in this race. A winner from a couple weeks back at Talladega got in here, so good run for both those drivers.
Now we talked about Richard Childress Racing and Tweenix Racing coming into today's event. The highest finishing driver for both of those teams was Dillon Poteet in 8th with his teammate James McLeod in 9th. Those 2 teams kind of took a back seat to Hendrick Motorsports today.
Yeah, I guess after that wreck happened, it really shuffled up what the plans were for those 2 teams. We saw a bunch of them get taken out in that wreck, and it also started between a Tweenix Racing driver getting to an RCR driver, so there could be a little bit of a bad blood going to be resulting from this as well between the 2 teams after today.
It's going to be very interesting to see what unfolds. Sometimes some storylines are able to come out of the All-Star Race weekend into the second half of the regular season. We'll have to see if that'll be the case here today. But Michael Norman gets it done. A great victory for him here. His first win of Season 5, albeit a non-points win, but still a great win for him as he's going to receive the $1 million Andy Fox Late Model Series fries. Hopefully he'll share because I'm hungry right now.
I am too.
Michael, we're going to get about 25% of your proceeds.
I get 31%. Maybe 78%, whichever number I like more.
Shoot, why did I have to pick the number 13 in my truck series?
I'm going to go with 78.
I could have been a 99.
You could have been a 199. You need an extra.
Yeah, I don't think there's a car that's got that number. But anyway, we're getting off track. But who cares? This race is over. So we hope that you enjoyed today's race. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed today's event. Subscribe to become part of the crew today. The All-Star Race weekend is over. Dylan, we have to wait an entire season again before we can have another All-Star Race weekend.
I know, and I was just about to say, wait, whose line is it anyway? What?
I don't remember whose line it was. Anyway.
I don't know either, but I'm sad too. It's going to be a whole nother season. Maybe we should do this more often.
Yeah,
maybe we have an All-Star Race every other week.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to have All-Star Races every month. No.
Just we wouldn't have any prizes, though, because we were running out of prizes and money. So,
yeah, we probably won't do that. But one thing we will do is we'll probably definitely have Dillon Poteet back in the booth at some point during this season. So that'll be great. And yeah, so I guess this race is basically over. This event is all over. This weekend is all over. These drivers now can take and turn their minds towards trying to make the chase for all 3 seasons. For all 3 series again.
Again.
I'm getting old. And they're going to be able to now try and make championship moves that will take place after race 26. So, without further ado, I'm Seth Cole.
I'm Dillon Poteet.
Yes, he is. He's a Christmas barrel.
Ah.
And we will see you guys next time here on the NSR Sports Channel.
At its best. I didn't mean to, I swear.
Okay, so we'll see y'all guys next time. Bye.
It's a Christmas miracle.